If you think the cardboard box sitting in your kitchen is just a boring container for your online shopping habit, think again. That humble brown cube has lived a more adventurous life than most of us. Before it ended up holding your air fryer or sneakers, it went through heat, pressure, glue, and more teamwork than a World Cup final. Take a look around your home. Chances are everything from your cereal to your laptop once lived inside a corrugated box. And the surprising part is that their story doesn't begin in a factory. It begins in a forest. Think about tall, proud softwood trees, pines and spruces, swaying in the wind, completely unaware that they're destined to become Amazon packages and pizza boxes. These trees give us the liner board, the outer layer of corrugated boxes, strong, smooth, and dignified, like the box's skin. Beside them, the humbler hardwood trees, birch and eucalyptus, chip in, quite literally, with shorter fibers that form the medium, the wavy layer in the middle. If the liner is the skin, the medium is the muscle. Once these fibers are pulped, cleaned, and pressed in paper mills, they roll out of the machines as massive brown cylinders of paper, each the size of a small car and weighing nearly a ton. Some factories skip the trees altogether, recycling old boxes into new paper. Yes, that cereal box you threw out last week might already be halfway through reincarnation. It's the box world's version of karma. And you know what is the result of all this hard work. Two types of paper, liner board and corrugating medium, which are ready for their big debut inside the machine that will give them shape and strength. Now picture a machine longer than a football field, filled with rollers, heaters, glue systems, and belts moving faster than a caffeine-addicted cheetah. This is the corrugator, and it's about to turn plain paper into the backbone of modern packaging. The first step is the single facer, where the magic begins. Sheets of medium paper are preheated. Think of it like a paper spa day, to make them flexible and ready to be fluted. Then they pass through two gigantic corrugating rolls that press them into waves called flutes. These flutes are the secret to the box's superpower. They trap air between layers, giving strength, cushioning, and even insulation. That's why your fragile wine glasses arrive intact. Now comes the sticky part, literally. A cornstarch-based glue is applied to the flute tips using precision rollers. You must be thinking, why cornstarch? Because it's strong, sustainable, and it smells slightly like breakfast. As the medium meets the liner, they bond together under pressure, forming a single-face web, one smooth layer and one fluted layer. It's like a half-finished sandwich, delicious but missing the top slice of bread. This new creation heads up a conveyor bridge, drying and strengthening along the way, waving proudly like a brown banner of industrial victory. Every superhero needs a partner, and so does the single-face web. Next stop is the double backer. Here, another liner joins the team, glued onto the exposed side of the flutes. Under heat, pressure, and the watchful eyes of operators, the trio fuses into a strong, three-layer structure. Liner plus flute plus liner. This is your classic single-wall corrugated board, the gold standard for shipping boxes everywhere. But some jobs demand more muscle. That's when factories go for double-wall or even triple-wall boards, stacking extra flutes and liners, like a cardboard bodybuilder flexing its biceps. The board then glides through heated plates, not unlike a conveyor pizza oven, where the glue cures and the sheet stiffens. Out it comes, perfectly flat and ready for its next transformation. You might think this is the end of the line, but no, this is just the raw material. Now we have to cut, shape, print, and fold it into something useful. If the corrugator is the muscle of the operation, the slitter scorer is the brain surgeon. It cuts and creases with millimeter precision. Long, continuous sheets of board roll toward this machine, like giant brown carpets. Circular blades slit them into specific widths, while scoring wheels press folding lines into the surface. These scores are crucial. Fold a box without them, and you'll end up wrestling a paper alligator. Then comes the cut-off knife, which slices each sheet into the exact length required. Every cut has to be perfect. One wrong move, and you've got a pile of oversized bookmarks instead of packaging. Finally, the sheets are stacked in neat piles by automated arms and belts, shingled slightly like dominoes for airflow and quality checks. They're inspected for warping, thickness, and strength. Only the best survive the audition for the next act. Now comes the fun part, and that is converting flat sheets become actual boxes. This is where machines and design dance together. There are two main stars here, the rotary die cutter and the flexo folder gluer. The rotary die cutter is the artist, slicing, punching, and decorating sheets with intricate precision. It prints designs on the bottom of the sheets using giant cylinders fitted with printing plates. These plates transfer ink, creating logos, warnings, and that mysterious recycling symbol you always ignore. Then come the die cutters, massive drums with sharp metal blades shaped like cookie cutters, slicing out handles, holes, and flaps. But what about the scraps? They're vacuumed up, recycled, and reborn as new paper rolls. Nothing goes to waste. Meanwhile, the flexo folder gluer is the engineer. It prints on the top of sheets, applies glue, folds the panels, and spits out fully formed boxes, ready to be bundled, strapped, and shipped. It's mesmerizing to watch. A blur of belts, rollers, and vacuum systems folding boxes at lightning speed, all while maintaining perfect alignment. One wrong setting, and you've got Picasso-shaped boxes, but technology doesn't stop there. Modern factories use photo eye sensors and high-speed cameras to ensure every box is perfect. A system called Clear Vision checks glue lines, flap gaps, and print quality in real time. If a defect appears, the system marks it with invisible UV ink and kicks it out later. It's quality control meets spy movie. Before boxes leave the plant, they face one last round of tests that would make Olympic judges proud. Machines crush, drop, and stack them under weights to test strength. Adhesion, bursting resistance, and moisture absorption are checked meticulously. Because let's face it, if your box collapses in the rain, it's not much of a hero. Boxes that pass the tests are bundled, strapped, and labeled. Each bundle gets a load tag for traceability, like a passport for cardboard. Meanwhile, every scrap of trimmings and waste from cutting, scoring, or printing is collected, compressed, and sent back to paper mills. The cycle of box life never really ends. Today's box might become tomorrow's pizza delivery hero. And let's not forget, corrugated packaging is surprisingly eco-friendly. It's made mostly from renewable materials, uses starch instead of synthetic glue, and can be recycled up to 7 times. That's right, boxes have better reincarnation odds than most deities. These boxes are engineered masterpieces disguised as everyday objects. Their fluted cores give strength while keeping them light. Their design absorbs shocks, protects fragile goods, and even insulates against temperature changes. They come in single wall, double wall, and triple wall varieties, depending on whether they need to carry a teddy bear or a jet engine part. They're also a blank canvas for creativity, printed, branded, and customized to tell stories, display logos, or shout fragile warnings in 15 languages. But behind that simplicity lies precision, chemistry, and thousands of tiny human and mechanical decisions, from the pulp mill to the glue line to the final fold. In a world obsessed with smartphones, space travel, and artificial intelligence, it's easy to forget that none of those things would reach us without boxes. Every online order, every supermarket shelf, every product that travels safely across continents owes part of its journey to this humble invention. Corrugated packaging is the quiet workhorse of global trade, reliable, recyclable, and ready for anything. And yet it never asks for applause. It just gets the job done, over and over again. So next time you unbox a package, take a second to admire the craftsmanship, that satisfying sound of tape peeling back. That's the applause the box never gets. Once your box has done its duty, you might flatten it, recycle it, or toss it in the corner for your cat to claim. But whatever its fate, it's not the end. It's the start of another story. At recycling centers, those same fibers will be reborn into new rolls of paper, new boards, and new boxes. Some might travel thousands of miles again, holding new treasures. In a strange way, the corrugated box is the most well-traveled, hard-working, and endlessly reborn companion of our consumer age. So there you have it, the full, glorious, sometimes sticky, often wavy, occasionally hilarious story of how corrugated boxes are made. From forest to factory, from glue to glory, every box carries a piece of science, sustainability, and smart engineering. The next time a delivery lands on your doorstep, give that box a nod of respect. It's not just packaging, it's a quiet hero of modern civilization. And now that you know its secret life, you'll never look at cardboard the same way again.